October 31st, 2019, the great journalist of Nigeria, Dr. Kemi Olunlaya. Well, tonight I want to tell you some things about how Lagos used to be when I was younger. Allen Avenue, Okbebi, that whole area there. Did you know that Allen Avenue was known as the drug capital of Nigeria? What do I mean by that? Maybe your parents have never told you. Most of you were not even born. But some things happen in Nigeria that you need to know, and I'm going to be giving you a lot of it on Kemi Talks. In the 80s, there was a big blowout of a new product that everybody wanted to try, to use, and to get involved with. See, we had oil, and the oil was really booming. Oh, we had an oil boom in the 70s. A whole chicken today is what? 3,000. Then it was just 50 naira, a whole chicken. Mangoes, 20 mangoes for 1 naira. Today, 1 mango is 200 naira. But at the end of the day, Nigeria still had the oil, the gas, everything. The people that invested. The thing about Nigeria is knowledge. Because if you don't have knowledge, you're in mental slavery. And that's what I always educate the youth about today. And that's the essence of Kemi Talks, what I'm talking. I mean, look at Nigeria today. There's no media left. Do you have an MSM? No. Mainstream media, absent. I'm the only mainstream media you need to know. Television, radio, everybody's going to go obsolete because they're lazy. Nobody reports anything. News is underreported. Some of the news that you never heard, I'll tell you in these Kemi Talks things. Like, just look at Twitter today. Search my name on Twitter, and what do you find? You have like 47 blogs and even newspapers and TV stations reporting the same thing. Mumford was arrested with 2 other Instagram celebrities, Kemi Olunlaya. Mumford staying in a hotel, not exactly in EFCC custody, Kemi Olunlaya. Mumford may have been given administrative bail, Kemi Olunlaya. Everybody's reporting what I'm reporting. That's why I'm telling you I'm the best Nigerian journalist on Nigerian soil and anywhere in the world. There's nobody else you should be following. Well, tonight let me go back to the topic because it's about that product that everybody loved. An evil product. I'm a pharmacist. The product is cocaine. In the 80s, Nigeria had a cocaine bloom. You're asking me a bloom of cocaine? Well, cocaine is an illegal drug. It's a street drug. Almost everywhere in the world. But somebody discovered that it also makes a lot of money. They were bringing it into Nigeria. There was no NDLEA. There was no agency to regulate the bringing in and out of cocaine. You went to the airport, you literally had cocaine in your luggage, and the people at the airport saw it, they didn't care, they didn't know what it was. But when you got to the other end, you could be in trouble with the British, the Americans, and every other country out there with sniffer dogs and whatnot. X-ray machines at their customs. People started swallowing bags of cocaine, and then they go shit it at the other end. They were getting successful at it. People were making lots of money. So what's the connection to Allen Avenue? Many people in the cocaine boom were opening stores, boutiques, name it, on Allen. This street in Ikeja was the house and the home of every last expensive store selling clothing, shoes, name it. The Allen businesswomen were trafficking cocaine. Today, if you go to Allen Avenue, it's the hub of almost every boutique, every nice store, But it didn't used to be like that, okay? In fact, it was even more sophisticated at that time. The whole of Allen looked like a mall. Everybody was doing the same thing. Some people on Allen today, they brought their shop there because they saw the big madams opening the nice boutiques, running their show there. So they, Nigerians now, if you're selling yam, other yam lady will come and sit next to you. If you're selling rice, the same thing, they'll line up on the same street. And that's why Allen Avenue looks like that decorative shop-filled street. At 6 p.m., everybody's closed. The lace carriers, the shoes, the boutiques, the hats, everything's on Allen. But it started in the deep, dark world of cocaine trafficking. Many people got ahead, but some were captured. I have a friend who's about my age now. Her mother and her used to traffic it into the U.S. One day, I went to visit them where they were staying. As I was leaving, their mom wanted to give me money for transportation. I was in school, remember? As she opened the cupboard, cash just fell out. Dollars. Later on, she was caught. She spent 7 years in a federal prison in America and later deported. There's a history of some very big businessmen in Nigeria. Those are the ones the EFCC can't touch. They have big, big businesses in Nigeria. Hotels, whatnot. Car dealerships, name it. The EFCC can't touch them because they were products of that cocaine era. Many of them spent time. Okay, I'm not going to name them because many of them have actually done very well for themselves. And they did 7 years in U.S. prison. I'm not counting UK or Canada or anywhere else. I'm just talking about the U.S. records that I know. If you go to a special website, United States Department of Justice, the website is still the same. And just type an average Nigerian name, it'll come out. Almost every Nigerian that has done drugs are in that page. At the end of the day, when they serve their sentence, usually the U.S. gives you 7 years. They seize assets, houses, cars, everything. And then on your deportation, they'll give you all your stuff back. And that's how it works. And some of them will come home with all their money and cars and whatever. And they start businesses. I've seen it happen all over the place. They start businesses. They become born again. They change their ways, but they can't enter America again because of that drug trafficking. Many of those people started their shops at Allen Avenue. The ones that were caught, deported after being, serving 7 years, and the ones that weren't even caught. So who's there left in Allen Avenue carrying cocaine today? Almost nobody even tries that stuff. NDLA is waiting for you on this side. Yeah, they're catching people every day still, swallowing bags of this and that. One Hausa woman was caught 2 days ago. An Igbo woman that I was in prison with, that's what she did. She was going to Italy, and she swallowed some cocaine. Risk your life and everything. One lady died in a plane I was in, going abroad, because she swallowed cocaine and it opened inside her. What are the risks of doing these things? That's what it was in those days. So don't come for me when I tell you that a lot of the businesses on Allen started on this drug stuff. It was just the norm, and it was the norm to know at that time. Some people went and carried the same cocaine. For some amount of good money, they'll carry it in their luggage, get caught. Times have changed. The DEA is ready for you in America. The British authorities and their customs, and of course the NDLEA, the ones in Nigeria that will stop you from even getting on the plane and disgracing us on the other end. I'm Kemi, I'm a lawyer. Kemi Talks. We'll be back again.